What the hell?
Stereo.
Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand Aquarium Emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Triviamaster Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello and welcome to Grand Trivia, the only trivia show in any dimension where the points do matter and losing will cost you everything. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, and with me, as always, is Play Something Else, Intern Kristie. Yes, that's a very fun pose you struck up, but also play something else. Play something else.
Fine, Fluval. Fine.
Well, you know, you're not sure how much Lynchian stuff you remember, but you can go to crowd.live and enter the code CKZTO. That's CKTZO.
I'm so excited for tonight, Fluval.
Why?
We have the premier chef of the Grand Aquarium Empire Network, of course, David Lynch.
Yes.
The creator of Garmonbosia.
Yes, the creator of Garmonbosia. Of course, a substance made of pain and suffering.
A substance made of suffering. We love Dune as well. Lots of suffering.
Yeah. No, not knowing anything is never a problem. Well, you see, he was trying to catch the big fish, and he caught me. Yes. I'm Fluval, and I sound like this. Wouldn't it be great if it was 12 questions all about the Cleveland show? Well, you have to go to crowd.live and enter the code CKZTO, that's CKZTO, to find out what it is as you play against Garmonbozo, Eraserhead, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, Missy Holland Drive, Garmon Benny Gesserit, The Sus Story, like the straight story, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Red Rum and Coke, What Did Potatoes Do, like what did Jack do?
Oh.
Woody Woodpecker, Silly Walk With Me, Opala Koaland Drive, and Lena Durango. Go to crowd.live and enter the code CKZTO to play our... Fluval, you shithead, where's my bourbon? I don't know, I don't consume matter, Wizworld Live.
Strict Garbanzonia.
Yeah, in a sense.
Diet for
Yeah.
Fluval here.
For me here. Hey, Fluval here.
Tasty, tasty.
That's right, it's your boy, Fluval.
Yes, me. Stunning.
Silly Walk With Me is so beautiful.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Fluval.
Yeah? What?
I would love to hear, before we get started, about your experience. We know that you have channeled the great David Lynch, who has ascended to become a higher dimensional being.
Oh, yes.
We know that you have channeled him a lot before.
Fire Fest With Me.
That is incredible.
That's a great one.
Tell me a little bit about how you met.
Well, you know, we met soon around... We've met many times, but one of the times was... So remember when George Lucas offered David Lynch the chance to do Return of the Jedi and he got that headache?
Yes.
I caused the headache.
Oh, we love it.
I just looked at him and went, you must make Dune. And it manifested as a headache. Yeah, he did allegedly die during meditation. That's also true.
He ascended.
He ascended and is now a higher dimensional being far beyond your mortal coil.
Yes, it was all of the milk of human suffering that he consumed and created in his lifetime.
Yeah.
Incredible job, David.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to fold it in.
David Alan Greer trivia. Oh.
He's connected with the moon.
It's a night of trivia about chocolate news and in living color.
Wow.
That's right. Chocolate News was David Alan Greer's short-lived daily show supporting show. You probably would crush.
Who is David Alan Greer?
Oh. It's not a question I thought I'd be asked.
I mean,
it makes sense.
I might know who he is. I don't have a picture in my head.
Intern Garmambosia, no. What am I hearing now?
What? I may know who this person is. I just have no idea who this person is based on their name. I feel like I've heard the name
You must
before.
have seen Dag.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him in things.
Yeah.
I've seen him in things. I recognize his face. But what things did I see him in? I just know his face from around. So I'm in a grocery store. Okay, maybe that's where I saw him.
He's the announcer for one of the seasons of the Arcandre show. He was on In Living Color.
Sure.
But I don't think you've seen In Living Color.
No.
He had his own show, Dag.
Muppet Wizard of Oz.
He was
Might
on
have
Martin.
seen him in that.
Did you see Martin?
No.
He was in the 2005 Bewitched.
Oh, I might have seen him in that.
He was in They Cloned Tyrone.
Oh, I heard that's
which I heard is really
movie.
good. Yeah. He was in A Funny Thing Happened to the Way on the Way to the Forum.
Carmichael show. No, I
he was on the Carmichael show. He was in The Wiz Live
on
NBC.
I definitely saw Jumanji.
Yeah.
100p did I see Jumanji. Yeah. Heard it's great. He was in The Big Sick. Didn't see that one. Also heard that one was
He was in McHale's Navy.
Love Line.
Oh, he was in Stuart. He was a voice in Stuart Little.
Oh, well, I probably wouldn't
He was
have
in the
recognized.
CGI Rocky and Bullwinkle movie.
He's the cop in Jumanji. Wow.
Yeah. He was in Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh, I don't think I
He was
saw
on
that.
Saturday Night Live on 2 episodes. He was a voice on Pinky and the Brain. He was in the animated Hercules show. He was himself on Keenan and Kel in Here It Goes to Hollywood Part 2.
Don't know if
He's
I
on an episode of The X-Files as cinema audience.
Oh, I don't know if we've seen that one yet.
In Dag, he was a Secret Service agent.
Okay.
He was on Sesame Street as Aladdin. He was on Boston Public. He was the samurai on Samurai Jack.
An American Carol. Okay.
I forgot he was in that. He was in Randy Cunningham, Ninth Grade Ninja.
Assigned David at Greer. Love this.
He was the network president on Comedy Bang Bang. Which is probably how you recognize him, honestly.
Yeah, I think I recognize him probably most from that. Now that you say it, I'm like, okay. Okay. Oh, he's in Samurai Jack?
Yeah, as the samurai. On the episode Samurai versus Samurai.
That rules.
He's also been on the podcast Comedy Bang Bang multiple times.
Well, then I've probably heard him as well.
He was also David Allen Thicke in the Eric Andre show, like Robin Thicke.
Love this.
He was in a series of unfortunate events.
Oh.
The Netflix series as Hal.
Oh. Wait.
That's probably it. Actually.
Yeah. Wait. Who? Show me him.
I am.
In that.
I am.
Was he a lovable character? Oh, yeah. I remember him.
Yeah.
He's so good. I love him. Like Robin Thicke.
Oh, no, not search for the R. I was trying to paste the damn URL.
The damn URL.
And it only highlighted one letter. There we go.
Wonderful.
But we also got a Who Do They Look Like for David Allen Greer. And I think he looks like Dag. I think Dag's one of a kind.
I think that Dag is one
He's
of
in a
kind.
movie. He's in a Western movie called Joe Pickett.
Oh.
Which is the name of one of the members of the Found Footage Festival, but is not about him. He was Cogsworth in Beauty and the Beast, a 30th celebration.
Oh, how
And of course, he'll be
wonderful.
on St. Dennis Medical.
Surprisingly interesting TV show.
He's a villain? On St. Dennis, he's a curmudgeonly emergency physician.
We love a curmudgeon.
You gotta love a curmudgeon, don't you, folks?
So if David Lynch were to cast David Allen Greer in one of David Lynch's...
Oh, you can't predict what he would have done.
What would he have done?
Can't predict that.
What do you mean we can't predict that? What do you all think that David Lynch would have put him in?
I don't know, but I do know that Silly Walk With Me, Opalakwala and Drive, Lena Durango, This Blog Burns Better. I mean, that's the other thing, yeah. And there's also, you play trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real. And Offbeat Valerie, Little Miss Ham Days, and Bootleg Bart Backwards.
On your fucking telephone. Get real.
Get real.
Yeah, he would, yeah.
Yeah.
He would have been great in Inland Empire, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. God, Inland Empire. Yes. Yes.
But we've got, yeah, actually, I think the real answer is probably
What
that.
the hell?
But, you know, we've got 17 people playing in our game of trivia, so why don't we get it started with the iconic crowd per gong as we
love
go
a gong.
to question number 1 now. In the year 2000, David Lynch made a commercial for which video game console? The Dreamcast, the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, or the Xbox?
Send it. Send what? Send what, Hunter?
The casting note.
Oh.
Yeah.
What cast? I'm so confused.
That he would have been great in Inland Empire.
Okay.
And that he could have stolen the Michael Cera role from Twin Peaks.
He could have.
Well, Sega does, but Nintendo don't, so we take that into consideration.
That's a good point.
Do you know the answer to this one, intern?
I don't.
You don't know the answer to this? I'm shocked.
No, I should, because I definitely watched this commercial this week.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I do not know.
Interesting. Embarrassed, I know it because of being a video game nerd. That's appropriate. 5 of you said Dreamcast, 2 of you said GameCube, 8 said PlayStation 2, 1 said Xbox. The correct answer is, in fact, the PlayStation 2. He made an ad touting the PlayStation 2 as a 3rd place.
Can we
Oh, yeah.
mind palace
Yeah.
In
We are
the
so
year
gonna mind palace this.
2000.
Yes, as a third place.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, Dreamcast feels appropriate, but I don't know that's true.
Yeah, that's it. Work, home, and PlayStation.
What a David Lynch ass
right?
fucking...
Yeah. Like, I guess this is for PlayStation.
Wow.
He was the master of, like, yeah, this CGI looks like shit, but for some reason you respect it.
Yeah.
Oh, he could have made a great Alien movie.
Welcome to the third place.
PlayStation 2! The third place!
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something else, you know?
Yeah, honestly.
And, like, you know, who else would have directed that?
Train station. PlayStation. Yeah, exactly.
Like, that is a David Lynch ass.
Who's gonna give us a duck with weird human eyes?
Only David Lynch. And our leaderboard, where Pabst Blue Ribbon is in first, the Sus Story in second. This blog burns better in third. Backwards, bootleg Bart in fourth. Or Drab Geltube in fourth. Lena Durango in fifth. Opala Koalan Drive in sixth. Little Miss Ham Days in seventh. Red Rum and Coke in eighth. Garmin Bozo in ninth. Woody Woodpecker in 10th. Offbeat Valerie in 11th. What Did Potatoes Do in 12th. You played trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real. Oh, the Sue's Story. I see.
Sue's Story.
Garmin
I
Benny
love this.
Jesuit in 14th. Eraser Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes in 15th. Silly Walk With Me in 16th. And Missy Holland Drive in last place right now. Yes, with Void reminding us of just how crazy print ads for video games were.
Is that supposed to be Laura Palmer?
No. This is a Walmart. This isn't David Lynch. This is just a Walmart ad for the Game Boy Advance that you can escape dancing with your girlfriend at a prom.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Ah! It does! It sounds fantastic. Luigi Mansion UK ad.
Oh, yeah, the live action TV advert, right?
Luigi. Where's the PlayStation boob?
What's
There's
weird-
a PlayStation boob ad?
There's some of those ads are really horny. It's weird how horny Nintendo's ads were too at the time.
We gotta see the boob ad.
Hello? Wow. Oh no.
Explore haunted mansions and hunt ghosts in Luigi's Mansion 2, only on Nintendo.
Is that the one you
3DS,
wanted to see?
3DS
Oh, the horny one, not this one. Okay.
Ah, no. No. I'm like, okay, it's an ad. We gotta get horny. Horny. Oh, you can hump the ghosts? Demanding a gothette. What a way to say
You may need to find that.
your
one,
big titty
Hunter.
goth girlfriend.
Yeah.
A gothette. Ooh, okay. Ghost sucking machine so bad. What do you want it to suck, Opala? PlayStation had a racist black and white ad in the Netherlands several years ago. Not surprised.
Yeah, this was a Nintendo ad.
Play video games. Ignore titties.
It's the second best thing to do in the dark.
because the first best thing is fucking.
Yeah, the first best thing would be fucking. So playing your
doesn't
Game
have to
Boy
be
Advance
dark to
SP
fuck.
is the second best thing. They also did. There's also this one. My stick is pure joy.
Ah, that is good. That is excellent. It looks like a Chuck Tingle novel.
Oh, here we go. You can see a bunch of them in this Reddit post from r/casual Nintendo.
Ooh.
Keep it in your pants
No.
with Nintendo boxers.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, the Play It Loud campaign was insane. Almost as wild and out there as the works of David Lynch, one might say. And question number 2 is all about one of them. Before setting the show in the fictional town of Twin Peaks, it was going to be set in which state? California, Montana, North Dakota, or Pennsylvania? Do you know the answer to this one?
Yes, because I saw into
I
your
know,
mind
I realized
palace.
you saw it. I covered it too quick.
But it's what I would have guessed.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay.
It feels right, you know.
Okay, interesting.
You put it in your
Well,
yeah.
so far
mouth
the crowd is
feel.
pretty evenly divided.
The mouth feel is the same. You know,
No. The mouth feel?
the mouth feel of Twin Peaks and this place, similar.
I'm very excited
It's
for
the
you to
same
explain
mouth
that.
feel.
As someone who's seen the first episode of Twin Peaks 3 times and nothing else, I think I got this one. 3 of you said California, 9 of you said Montana, 2 of you said North Dakota, 1 of you said Pennsylvania. The correct answer was Intern!
What?
What?
Oh.
Not you, the one who was operating that. The correct answer was North Dakota.
Twin Peaks, North Dakota, and then the images in your head that come when you say these, same mouth feel.
And North Dakota was also going to be the title of the show.
Did you get it right, Void?
As documented on Welcome to Twin Peaks in this interview, it was going to be called...
North Dakota means nothing to me.
The original title for the show was North Dakota.
Oh,
Long
over in
before we
Montana.
moved into the Pacific Northwest, we were playing around with the idea of the plains and a place far away from the world.
Yeah.
But what we really lacked was that sense of mystery in the forest and the darkness that moving a little further west had.
Yeah, exactly. What do they mouth feel like? You know, like cold.
I also love this. When we work in my
Desolate.
office at home, David Lynch gets to stretch out on a nice little comfortable Chase lounge, and I sit there and do all the typing. But he literally can't type his own name, so it's a practical arrangement as much as anything else.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it was, in fact, North Dakota.
Wait, he couldn't type?
So, I mean, at least in the 90s, yeah.
He has to have learned how to type.
I'm sure he definitely learned how to type eventually. He had, like, a whole website where his, like, shorts were, and he, like, posted on forums and was in chat rooms. Like, remember that person whose underwear he ate?
That
or sniffed?
also wait, what?
We talked about it on the show. A fan sent him her underwear.
And he sniffed it?
Yeah, on video.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
He didn't want... It was... Yeah, here we go. We have talked about this. No, he ate it. He ate it. He didn't sniff it. He ate it.
He consumed it?
Yeah.
You don't know what she had. You don't know what was going on in her underwear?
Last week, an old video of director David Lynch putting a woman's underwear in his mouth surfaced on Twitter. Just shy of 2 minutes, the video depicts Lynch watching a woman he refers to as a cinema lover allegedly remove her underwear off camera. He puts them in his mouth and tries to pronounce someone's username, WMMVRVRMM. He then informs the woman he'll be keeping the underwear.
She was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
so
was-
you can, like, confirm whether or not it has, like, a disease in it.
It was like a whole
More.
bit from his
But
message
still-
boards, apparently.
That's horrifying. I
Because,
am
yeah,
disgusted.
he started a website in the late 90s. And that was when he did his weather reports first.
Ugh.
And, yeah,
Yeah, it tracks.
there we go.
But it does make me want to vomit a little.
Yeah, it was like the evolution, like the community suggested it. That's what it was. The community was like, David, it'd be funny if you ate underwear and tried to pronounce the username.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so gross.
I wouldn't. I obviously wouldn't do it. I don't consume matter.
Ugh.
I don't know if we can criticize after donating money for Stephen Charleston to write our names on his chest.
No, this is so different for our blog.
Yeah. Well, you can criticize most of our players for getting the question wrong, because only This Blog Burns Better and Red Rum and Coke got it right. The Sue's story lost the most points. The Sue's story lost 923 points as we go to our leaderboard, where, of course, This Blog Burns Better and Red Rum and Coke are in first and second, but Trob Giltube is in third. Missy Holland Drive in fourth. Silly Walk With Me in fifth. You played trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real.
Get real.
In sixth, Eraserhead, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. In seventh, Garmin, Benny, Jesuit. In eighth, Opala, Koala, and Drive. In ninth, Woody Woodpecker. In 10th, Pabst, Blue Ribbon. In 11th, Offie Valerie. In 12th, What Did Potatoes Do? In 13th, Lena Durango. In 14th, and Trabgeltube. In 5th. No, I was reading that wrong. I was reading in terms of who lost, or in the order in which they got or lost points on that question. And none of you called me out for that. You all failed that test too, just like most of you failed to get this answer correct.
Wow,
Let's see
I'm
if you
so
continue
sorry.
to fail on question number 3. David Lynch had a falling out with 5 dolls of which cartoon character? Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, Popeye the Sailor Man, or Woody Woodpecker?
This I know.
Well,
Didn't want to get
We've
yelled
talked
at.
about this on the show before.
Didn't want to get yelled at. That's smart.
Smart.
Fluval might have lasered you.
No, I wasn't going to ask about Chucko, Buster, Pete, Bob, and Dan.
Yeah, that's their names.
Those are their names.
Suffering upon
Void, you are the
suffering.
only one who brought up that horrible slander. Yeah, the R in an Eraserhead ad, that's true.
Oh.
Hello, CBC 9000.
Hello, CBC 9000.
Well, you are now all out of time for that question. So, 16 of you said Woody Woodpecker, and Woody Woodpecker is, in fact, correct.
Who got it wrong?
You played trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real. You lost 862 points, while Lil Miss Ham Days
Ooh.
gained 920 points.
Little Miss Ham Days.
But yeah, here's an AV Club article all about it.
Wonderful.
This is him with all of them. And this is a video with him and his friends.
Hello. We're all very happy to be here tonight. First of all, I'd like to introduce my boys. This is Chucko, and this is Buster, and this is Pete. I'm David Lynch, and this is Bob, and this is Dan. And we just wanted to get together and thank all of the people that have supported Eraserhead through the years, and particularly thank the New Art Theater for its support. The New Art was one of the first theaters to ever show Eraserhead. Also,
I'm
the boys
Buster.
wanted me to wish you peace and happiness. And these guys aren't just a bunch of goofballs. They know that there's plenty of suffering in the world, and they spent many years with little iron hooks in their backs up on Sunset Boulevard. And but they tell me that there's this all-pervading happiness underneath everything. And the more time I spend with them, the more I believe it. And so we wish you peace and happiness, and long live Eraserhead. Thanks a million.
Yeah, I think that probably was what you were thinking about. And so here we go. We don't know what happened, but he did tell the UK Telegraph in 2017, quote, David Lynch is recalling a day in 1981 when he says he, quote, rescued 5 Woody Woodpecker toys that he saw hanging up as he drove past a petrol station.
These boys know about suffering.
I screech on the brakes, I do a U-turn, go back, and I buy them, and I save their lives, he says seriously. I named them Chucko, Buster, Pete, Bob, and Dan, and they were my boys, and they were in my office. They were my dear friends for a while, but certain traits started coming out, and they became not so nice. Nice.
Not so nice.
Looking straight ahead, he says with a grim finality, they are not in my life anymore. In a story much like his idiosyncratic work, intriguing but mysterious, and with an inconclusive ending, along the lines of the thematic aesthetic dubbed Lynchian. Who would have thought that a David Lynch story would be Lynchian?
Who would have thought?
You know who didn't think that?
What? Who?
You played trivia on your fucking telephone, Get Real. And you can see that on our leaderboard, where this blog burns better is in first place, even though Little Miss Hamday's got the most points on that question. Tube in second, Red Rum and Coke in third, Lena Durango in fourth. Exactly. What the hell, David? Thank you for that. What the hell, Susie? Little Miss Hamday's in fifth, Pabst Blue Ribbon in sixth, Opala Koala and Drive in seventh, The Suze Story in eighth, Garmin Bozo in ninth, Woody Woodpecker in 10th, What Did Potatoes Do in 11th, Garmin Benny Gesserit.
Telephone.
Yeah, that fucking
Get
telephone.
real.
Don't you tell him, David. In 13th, it's Offbeat Valerie. In 14th, Eraserhead, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, Knees and Toes. Silly Walk With Me, Missy Holland Drive, and you played trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real.
Get real.
Well, you know, it's funny that
Garmin Bozo.
it's funny that you bring up Garmin Bozo, given the next question. The substance made of pain and suffering known as Garmonbozia appears similar to which food? Cherry pie, clam chowder, corned beef, or creamed corn?
Now, you see, I would have thought it was garbanzo beans.
It is not garbanzo beans. It is not.
Never apologize, Selena.
Get real. It's not gumbarzo beans.
Never apologize for anything, ever, especially suffering.
But you should get real.
You should. You do need to
Because
get
it
real.
is not garbanzo beans. That is not an option on this question. Wake up.
What the hell?
What the hell? Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself as famed FBI agent Gordon Cole, or director.
I wonder why he chose this food
Deputy
substance,
director.
like specifically
Gordon Cole.
to represent suffering.
Well, if I know David Lynch, he has never explained it at all. And obviously I do, as I'm channeling his vibes. But now let's all see what you picked. 3 of you said cherry pie, 1 of you said clam chowder, none of you said corned beef, 12 of you picked up on the subtle hints weaved through this game of trivia, and it is in fact creamed corn.
I love how people still got it wrong,
I do too.
even though it was right here, Lena. Beautiful suffering you
And
provided
as
to
I was
tonight.
seen in first in Fire Walk With Me. Where does creamed corn figure into the workings of this universe? What really is creamed corn? Is it a symbol for something else? Says Margaret Lanterman, the log lady. Garmonbozia was a substance that resembled or indeed was creamed corn. The term Garmonbozia was synonymous with pain and sorrow. It was the source of sustenance for certain spirits, including the arm. While sitting at a formica table above a convenience store with Bob, the arm smiled at several bowls and plates of creamed corn sitting before them, identifying them as Garmonbozia. Philip Gerard, a host for the spirit Mike, accused Bob's host, Leland Palmer, of stealing corn that he had canned over the store. After killing Laura Palmer, Bob and Leland appeared in the Red Room before Gerard and the arm, both of whom demanded in unison, "Bob, I want all my Garmonbozia." In response, Bob held his hand to Leland's stomach wound, causing it to disappear, and then threw a great amount of blood on the floor. Moments later, the arm ate a spoonful of creamed corn. I love reading the Twin Peaks wiki, seeing the events of Twin Peaks laid out linearly like they're Star Wars facts. Like this is Wikipedia, you know? And in the original shooting script of Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me, the term Garmonbozia appears in the final scene between Bob and the arm inside the Red Room. And also in the scene where the arm first appears in the movie while seated in front of Bob. The phrase in the script is simply Garmonbozia, parentheses, corn. The clarification that the word refers to pain and sorrow appears only in the finished film and then only in the on-screen subtitles. Creamed corn features in several scenes, notably in the introduction of Miss Tremond and Pierre in episode 9.
Wait, what's a horseshoe?
A shoe that a horse wears, duh.
That's what I thought you were talking about, Void, and I'm like, haha, what a funny thing.
The name may be inspired by ambrosia.
He does celebrate
Well, yeah, of
Halloween.
course he does. He's from America.
Garmon.
And doesn't have a religious obligation to it. Why wouldn't he celebrate
What
Halloween?
is Garmon?
What?
If Oja is like ambrosia, then amb.
Well, Garmun. Brosia.
Then what is Garmun?
It's a type of Russian button accordion.
I definitely heard butt accordion.
I said butter at first, too. It's the Garmin is a Russian button accordion with a free reed wind instrument. Probably suffering to listen to an accordion if someone
Spoilers
doesn't know how to play it.
ahead, Opala.
Oh, you're screwed then, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't the thing for you.
I
Also,
mean, unless you would like the Garmin Boja.
yeah, also, Garmin is a GPS
Yeah.
company. Maybe he foresaw
Yeah,
that.
the butt accordion does sound like pain
The butt
and
accordion
sorrow.
was a muscle.
The butt accordion.
And you know what else was a muscle?
What?
The leaderboard,
Oh!
where Lena Durango gained the most points on that question, getting 939, while Eraser Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes lost 790.
Ha!
This blog burns better, though, is still holding on to first place, with Lena Durango in second, Trobgeltube in third. Also, Troggeltube sounds like a Star Wars character.
Yep.
The bounty hunter, Troggeltube, seeks Han Solo. Lil Miss Ham Days in fourth, and Red Rum and Coke in fifth. The Sue's Story in sixth, Opala, Koala, and Drive in seventh, Woody Woodpecker, voiced by Eric Bauza, in eighth. Pabst Blue Ribbon in ninth, Garmin Benny. Oh wait, blog. You have to do. I mean, it's probably maybe you can't. But imagine if you could get a message from Buster, Chucko, Dan, etc. in the voice of Woody Woodpecker from Eric Bauza.
Wow. Tell us about suffering, boys.
Yeah, what the hell, says Things from the Void. Pabst Blue Ribbon in 9th, Garmin Benny Gesserit in 10th, Garmin Bozo in 11th, Silly Walk With Me in 12th, Missy Holland Drive in 13th, What Did Potatoes Do in 14th, Offbeat Valerie in 15th. You played trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real in 16th, and Eraser Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes in 17th place as we go on to question number 5. Dale Cooper and Sheriff Truman were part of which secret society dedicated to combating the darkness that surrounds Twin Peaks? The Bookhouse Boys, the Church of the Red Museum, the Millennium Group, or the Kindred?
Fascinating picks, Fluv.
What do you mean?
Just this combination of groups.
Yeah.
I just find
You
it-
know this one, I assume.
I do know this.
This one's pretty gettable for any peakies out there.
Any peekies?
I know I said I never knew about the trivia topics, but I feel really out of place with this one. This shit is why I'm like, do I really want to watch Twin Peaks? I know.
Do you?
I was hoping I could find Fix Your Hearts or Die,
Yeah.
but I couldn't find it on Sound Alert. Let me look again. Maybe I just did the wrong. They had a the Twin Peaks. The David Lynch quotes aren't really, like, laid out super well. Yeah, no, they don't have Fix Your Hearts or Die, so I'd have to get that another way.
Well, you should fix your hearts or die.
I mean, yeah.
There's a lot of people right
Yeah.
now who should fix their hearts or
Yeah.
die.
This is the one time trivia has been for Susie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what you picked.
Fucking telephone. Get real.
Oh, so
real.
true, David. 9 of you said the Bookhouse Boys. 2 of you said the Church of Red Museum. None of you said the Millennium Group. 3 of you said the Kindred. The correct answer is the Bookhouse Boys.
That's right. The silliest of the
yes.
names.
Though to be clear, Dale was an honorary member.
Oh.
The rest are all organizations from the world of the X-Files, including the show Millennium, which is about Frank Black of the Millennium Group.
Yeah. That's him. Who are the Kindred? Are they a thing, or is it just something you came up with?
They're a
Luke?
rural religious community in western Massachusetts
Oh. That doesn't sound like fun.
that keeps to themselves and ventures only to town for items they couldn't produce themselves, and they shun modern technology and society.
Are they real?
They're on the X-Files.
Oh, okay.
No, you were not listening.
I was not listening.
All of the other ones, the Church of the Red Museum, the Millennium Group, and the Kindred are all from the world of the X-Files.
Wait, this is what I was thinking.
Because the X-Files is clearly inspired by Twin Peaks, down to having David Duchovny. Here's the Bookhouse Boys. The Bookhouse Boys, formerly Citizens Brigade, was a secret society formed to combat darkness.
I was thinking of the special guest that I wanted to bring on the show, the Arm.
Oh. It also looks like that actually came from the Venus de Milo that's in the Red Room, or the Black Lodge.
Yeah.
The Bookhouse Boys, formerly Citizens Brigade, were a secret society formed to combat the darkness surrounding the town of Twin Peaks. The members, some of who belonged to the Twin Peaks Sheriff's Department, also played a kind of vigilante role.
We love that. We love it when citizens and police unite to be vigilantes. That always goes well.
Following an enlistment surge in the town brought about by a screening of the film 49th Parallel, which is real. It's a real drama thing. A real drama movie. And then it was founded by Sheriff Fred Truman, and then Frank and Harry were both sheriffs and both members of the Bookhouse Boys. Yeah.
The Arm's thumb is so long. Like, look how big that thumb is.
Well, you know what that was.
What?
That was question number 5.
Oh!
Which means it's now time for my least favorite part of the show. So this is obviously not a raffle. It's a wacky ticket reunification game. Nothing of monetary value was exchanged, and no payment was necessary to join.
I am a ticket, and I sound like this.
All you get to do is inflict the suffering on these tickets because they would rather be apart, but you get to force them to be together. And boy, while I was watching them discuss how it's not a raffle during the George Lucas talk show, did I relate to having a chat who really wanted to drive home the lie that it was when it is not. And this isn't a giraffle either, like George Lucas said. This is a wacky ticket reunification game.
What the hell?
What the hell? It's a wacky ticket reunification game, Dave.
What the hell?
Old Davy Lynch.
Oh, Davy Lynch. All right, I am a ticket, and I sound like this. 396978.
This is absolutely way less of a raffle than the giraffle. It's not a raffle, blog. And Opalakwala, if you love a good raffle, you should go somewhere else. Thank you, Wizworld Live, for those yakety sacks. What's your second ticket?
396632.
396632?
Yes.
Okay.
Suffer!
Suffer,
Lena!
Suffer.
Suffer!
Suffer.
396805.
396805.
Yes, is our
Is
next
number 3?
ticket. Yes.
That was me prepping for what's
Oh,
after
okay.
this. Don't
No
worry
one
about
else
it.
could
No
hear
one
that.
else heard
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Magnificent. Our next ticket. 396626.
396626. Ow!
Ow! And finally, 396979.
396979.
And Fluval, speaking of suffering, do you win anything,
No!
Sam?
I mean,
You
depends on
always
your
win
tickets.
Here on Grand Trivia. 2 off. Sam, did you get your prize in the mail yet?
Probably not.
I'm just curious when it's gonna finally
No, I know.
arrive.
No, you don't have them. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
Ah.
Good, you got them already. Wow.
Oh, hell yeah! That rules. I'm so pleased.
Poppy is here. I'm great. Thank you, blog.
Wonderful. But speaking of suffering and Lena, we had some of the opposite of suffering, or some of our interns did recently.
Yes.
When we saw Gold Baby.
Gold Baby.
And Lena saw Gold Baby.
Yeah.
And which it features the human corpse puppeted by Summersbane.
Yes.
Soren Summersbane.
Yes, we got to meet Soren Summersbane live. Well, not live, but in the flesh.
Yes. The fleshy exterior,
Yes.
Fluval met him.
The
You
human
can
corpse.
see it on the Wizworld Live Discord.
Yeah, you can see the photo on the Wizworld Live Discord or in our monthly
can see-
monthly multiversal missive,
Yes.
which will go to your Patreon this Friday.
So everyone keep your eyes open.
Fucking telephone.
Yeah, the only one suffering wasn't kind of
Get
got hit in the
real.
face with a ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
But keep your eyes open for if
Yeah.
they ever put those sketches
Yes.
somewhere everyone can see.
Yes, keep an eye out because they're great sketches.
they are fire.
But you know, that was the last ticket.
Suffer! Suffer void.
And so before we move on to our trivia, we're going to look at the fact that David Lynch did a PSA for the government,
Oh.
for the city of New York,
What?
for the Department of Sanitation. That was a great music video, Lena.
Yes.
What the hell?
Exactly.
Look at the little rat thingies. Wait, will we see more rat thingies?
No.
Oh, but little teeps. Incredible. Getting
your
Lynchian
Fucking
vibes.
telephone.
And so New York accepted
real.
that one,
Famously.
but they rejected. New York had a thing where artists could submit cows. They were like, submit sculptures of cows, and we'll feature them.
Oh, like in San Francisco, they have hearts.
Yeah, like the Hearts in San Francisco, where it was like. So yeah, the story goes, in the year 2000, New York and other major cities held a public art event known as the Cow Parade, in which they gave numerous white cow sculptures to various artists and groups around the city. The cows were individually decorated, and each one was then displayed for all to enjoy at multiple locations in New York. Someone had given Mr. Lynch a cow to embellish as he saw fit, but his submission was too shocking. And
Let's
so
see
they
that cow!
And so they never displayed it.
Oh!
Eat my fear.
I love that. Wait. I want that cow.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Oakland has the elephants, right? Like the Oakland A elephants.
Yeah, which are very
And those
cool.
are also very cool.
I
Skinners,
love that
I would
cow.
love to see Skinners.
I want a model of that
Yeah.
cow. Eat my fear. Oh my god. Yeah. Did you see anything as good as Eat My Fear? Potatoes?
Here's David Lynch's quote. Don't you think when people tell you you're allowed to do whatever you want as long as it's not sexually X-rated that they should stand behind their word and show your cow?
It's not sexually X-rated.
And so it said he really had a way with words that made him sound utterly insane, yet also like the sanest person in the room. You think you ate your fear on a fucking telephone? Get real.
Get real.
And Donnie Darko Rabbit on Reddit said they gave David Lynch a cow and expected him to what? Put it in a fucking straw hat?
Right? Show your cow, man. Show your cow, man.
Yeah.
Get
real.
Eat my fear.
Eat my fear and get real as we go to the leaderboard. By the
Fuck,
way,
I want that as a tattoo.
the
Eat
Sue's-
my fear.
It's such a great
Telephone.
quote. The Sue's,
Get real.
The Sue's story gained the most points on that question, getting 943, while Missy Holland Drive lost the most, losing 777. But nonetheless, Trab Galetube is in first.
Trab
Little Miss Ham Day is in second. Lena Durango in third. The Sus Story in fourth. This blog burns better in 5th. Opala Koaland Drive in 6th. The Red Rum and Coke in 7th. Woody Woodpecker in 8th. Silly Walk With Me in 9th. Pabst Blue Ribbon in 10th. Garmin Benny Jesuit in 11th. Garmin Bozo in 12th. Alex in 13th. You play trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real in 14th. Eraser Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes in 15th.
Knees and toes.
Missy Holland Drive in 16th. What Did Potatoes Do in 17th. And Offbeat Valerie in 18th place. Get real.
On your
Get
fucking
real
telephone.
on your fucking telephone
real.
as we go to
Fucking
question number
telephone.
6.
Get real.
What is Agent Cooper's middle name? Bartholomew, Elizabeth, Keith, or Merritt? Is it Dale Bartholomew Cooper, Dale Elizabeth Cooper, Dale Keith Cooper, or Dale Merritt Cooper? What is Cooper's middle name?
Bozio.
Some of you have gotten it right.
Carambozio. Really?
Some.
Carambozia.
This one was invented by a writer.
Do you know the answer to this one?
No.
Really?
I know what I want it to be.
What do you want it to be?
Elizabeth.
Why?
I don't know, because I think that'd be really fun. To be Dale Elizabeth Cooper.
Do you think none of these are cool? Are none of these other ones fun to
Dale
you?
Bartholomew Cooper.
Yeah.
Dale
Potatoes.
Keith Cooper.
Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em
Dale
in a stew.
Merritt Cooper.
None of those are fun to you.
Not as fun as Elizabeth.
Okay, well, let's see what the answers are. 6 said Bartholomew, 5 said Elizabeth, none said Keith, 5 said Merritt. The correct answer is Bartholomew. Because...
Bart!
No.
Wait! Show your cow, man!
That makes him D.B. Cooper.
Oh.
Because the idea is that he's the D.B. Cooper who did the plane. And
Really
justice for
hurting from
Keith,
this.
because Keith was David Lynch's middle name.
Oh.
He was David Keith Lynch. Merritt is Kyle McLaughlin's middle name.
Oh.
Kyle Merritt McLaughlin. And
Like the
Elizabeth.
lake.
Elizabeth is like the lake. And Elizabeth is Laura Dern's middle name.
Known for doing the plane.
He did do the.
He did the
What
plane.
else is DB Cooper known for?
He did the plane. Missy, it seems like you have found the other side of the coin of
Yeah.
Lynchian,
Yeah.
which is always included.
D.B.
in
Cooper,
all
also known
David
as Dan
Lynch
Cooper, was an
things.
unidentified man who hijacked Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305 in 1971.
Disappearing on the plane. He did the plane. Kenneth's dad on 30 Rock. D.B. Cooper?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the 90s were a big time for
On your
jokes about DB Cooper.
Fucking telephone.
I mean, Missy,
Get real.
Loki.
that's true. Missy, I don't know. I mean, he's not the DB Cooper, but his name, he shares the name. I mean, it's like there's Sheriff Harry S. Truman, who is clearly not President Harry S. Truman.
I mean, he could be the D.B. Cooper. He does, travel through time and
No.
space.
He could be the DB Cooper, actually. I think
He's a D.B. Cooper.
Well, let's see what the Twin Peaks wiki has to say about this, huh?
Yeah, if you want it to make sense, you're gonna get a headache. Steve Lamb. Hello from YouTube.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was a huge theory. Yeah.
Don Draper?
Yeah, that was a huge theory that they were
he
going to
looks so
reveal
dashing.
that Don Draper was also DB Cooper. Because, spoilers for Mad Men, but Don Draper's already a stolen identity.
ADBC.
So Dick Whitman, the idea that Dick Whitman would have another alias that he was fleeing from later makes sense.
I could see John Hamm jumping out of a plane with a briefcase.
Also, unrealized plans for the original series' third
Bad
season
Bob.
would have had Cooper retire from the FBI and become the local pharmacist at Twin Peaks.
I do prefer that because
Yeah.
ACAB.
Yeah, I do too. And Garmin Benny Jesuit got the most points on that question, getting 719 points, while you played fucking trivia. No, but the original plans for the third season, when the third season wasn't going to come out 25 years later.
See you in 25 years.
You played trivia on your fucking telephone. Get real.
Get
Lost the most
real.
points, losing 877. Exactly. Okay.
Like, yeah.
I
then
could
yeah.
see John Hamm jumping out of a plane with a briefcase.
Did anyone
No.
see the mildly transphobic DB
No, I
Cooper
didn't.
doc
That's a shame.
that came out on Max a few years ago? Well, fuck that.
Apparently, the Blair Witch video game Blair Witch Volume 1 Rustin Parr has a character who looks like Dale Cooper sitting at the Burkittsville Diner eating pie and later in the game drinking a damn fine cup of coffee.
He needed money for top surgery. Does it posit that he was that was how he, if it's transphobic, that he pretended, I guess, to be a woman afterwards and that's why no one found him?
I just learned about another David Lynch project.
What?
Wait.
Does it have to do with DB Cooper? Or John Hamm?
You know, I mean, in a sense, it
Like
has...
doing the plane? There's people talking about a neighbor who was a trans woman and they thought she was DB Cooper. Sounds like transphobia.
In David Lynch's project Psychogenic Fugue, John Malkovich plays various characters from David Lynch's things, including Dale Cooper.
That's fun.
So it's John Malkovich as Dale Cooper.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I don't like that.
Big what the fuck on that. Big what the fuck on that. Ugh. Yikes indeed, H-dub.
Damn.
Big yikes to transphobia.
The video about it has been pulled from YouTube, too, so you can't even see anything about it anymore.
He was an ancient alien judging the human
So-
race. Yeah, for our fucking transphobia.
What it was, Psychogenic Fugue was a full-length director's cut film
This one was invented
from
by a writer.
Playing Lynch, a collaborative meditation on the work of David Lynch, hosted by Squarespace. Ugh.
I am the arm and I say trans rights.
Yeah,
And then
I
smack.
agree with the arm.
Yeah.
On both the smacking you and on the trans rights. Being key.
Key.
Yes, if you're going to build Star Trek Utopia for us to destroy, you got to defend those trans rights.
Hell yes.
As you have to go to our leaderboard, where Lena Durango has taken the lead, Little Miss Ham Days in second, Trab Gail Tube in third, The Suze Story in fourth, and Red Rum and Coke in fifth. Garmin Benny Jesuit gained the most points on that question.
Ooh.
And you play trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real. Once again, lost the most points. As we go to question number 7. For 7 years, David Lynch ordered a chocolate milkshake every day at 2:30 p.m. at which LA diner? Bob's Big Boy, Caesar's Restaurant, Nat's Early Bite Coffee Shop, or Norm's Restaurant?
I like this gif.
I like this GIF a lot. This GIF was used last week on the David Lynch Family Guy related questions from Animation Domination.
Steve Lamb thinks Big Boy. Do we think Big Boy? Do we agree?
I should
with
start
Steve
doing
Lamb?
this since Blogtoven. Apollo Koala says, with homers.
Chocolate frosty
Chocolate,
milkshake.
chocolate, frosty chocolate milkshakes. Who wants to go for frosty chocolate milkshakes? Well, let's see. 15 of you said Bob's Big Boy, and the correct answer is Bob's Big Boy. And in the official Bob's Big Boy YouTube
Wait,
channel.
who got it wrong? Who got it wrong? It wasn't Stephen Lamb. Stephen Lamb got it
No,
right.
it was you played
Sorry,
trivia
Steve Lamb.
on your fucking telephone? Get real.
Ah!
Losing 750. Lena Durango gained the most points on that question, getting 934. But David Lynch, this video is from the Bob's Big Boy official channel on YouTube,
Oh my.
where it's him
Okay.
talking about his love of their milkshakes.
I went there because I like to have a chocolate milkshake, and there was a silver goblet shake. It wasn't really ice cream. It was a thing they put into a thing called a Taylor machine, and it would get cold, and they'd pull the lever, and it would come out in kind of a tube of ice cream and fill this goblet. And I like this chocolate milkshakes like that at 2:30. If you came during lunch, they made so many of them that it never would get cold enough to be ice cream. It would be like soup. So I would go later, and then it would be cold enough. It would be just right. So, and if I went later, I'd be so hungry, you know what I mean? So,
You know what I mean?
You know what? No, I don't.
I had these things for 7 years with a cup of coffee, and I would write on the napkins. It was like having a desk, and you need paper. There's a piece of paper, and you write on it when you get ideas.
Oh,
so
wimpy.
the thing is that I stopped going there. I climbed into the dumpster,
Right.
about
Yeah.
year 7.
No, I think it makes sense.
And I found one of these cartons that
I'm gonna go back
and
to.
I
like how casually he goes. I climbed into the dumpster on year 7.
going there. I climbed into the dumpster, about year 7, and I found one of these cartons that the milkshakes came from, and every ingredient ended in zine or 8.
On your
And there was
telephone.
nothing natural
Get real.
anywhere near that
Get
carton.
real.
So one day, though, in Bob's, I saw a man come in.
As one does.
Yeah,
And
who
he
hasn't?
came in to the counter, and that's all I remember of this man. But
What?
seeing him came a feeling, and that's where that Frank Booth came from.
What the fuck was that entire like?
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
What?
It makes total sense. He loved the milkshakes, and then he saw Frank Booth, the villain from Blue Velvet.
This is a good question.
Great question, Glasnova, and thank you for following. God, I miss him. Yeah, I get it.
I get it.
Clap, clap. Clap, 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 clap.
Good question.
That one was invented by a writer because David Lynch was a writer.
Ooh. Side by
Oh.
side. Save time. Hello, welcome, Whiskey Chill.
Why are you whiskey chili? Why are you
Whiskey
miming matter
chili.
consumption right now?
Oh, sorry. I was
So
I was
disgusting.
miming the way in which one would consume one of these Bob's Big Boy
My
chocolate
evil
milkshakes.
rapist character cut me in line for my milkshake. Oh, this is Steve. Thank you for coming over from YouTube. The chat's way more active over here.
Amazing. Oh, welcome,
It's David,
Steve.
you shithead. Where's my milkshake?
Where's my milkshake?
I miss him so much more for the quotes, honestly.
Vanilla, chocolate,
But by the way,
milkshake.
Caesar's milkshake wasn't the correct answer, but it was the shooting location for Winky's Diner in Mulholland Drive,
Oh, sure.
where someone emerges from the dumpster behind it instead of him climbing in to see. Oh my God, was he inspired to have the creepy creature in the dumpster behind Winky's?
Winky's was supposed to be
Yeah.
a Denny's.
Yeah, it's modeled to
Okay.
look like Denny's, but it was actually not shot at Denny's.
Okay.
But I love the idea. It's like, this is like when I climbed in the dumpster and saw all the ingredients ended in zine.
And that's when I saw Bob. He
Yeah.
was a creature.
Yeah,
He was the creature. He also was a creature.
yeah, you know who else is a creature?
Who?
Probably. Our leaderboard, where Lena Durango is in first place after getting the most points on that question. Little Miss Hamday is in second. Trob Geltube in third. The Sus Story in fourth. Road Rum and Coke in fifth. This blog burns better in sixth. Apollo Koala and Drive in seventh. Woody Woodpecker in eighth. Garmin Benny Jesuit in ninth. Alex in 10th. Pabst Blue Ribbon in 11th. Silly Walk With Me in 12th. Garmin Bozo in 13th. Eraserhead, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes in 14th.
30-second
Ooh.
BetterHelp ad. We keep trying to select the right things to make them stop showing fucking ads.
we have the politics and sensitive social issues thing selected.
I mean, honestly, Bob is the reason they lock their dumpsters after throwing in usable food instead of just giving
Yeah.
that food
I
to
mean, Bob
people
is-
who need that food
Bob is the evil humans do in so many ways.
in all of the ways.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, I definitely didn't just say some of the ways, trying to find how to figure out what I can do about ads, and then not worrying about that.
What was the first ad that you got?
BetterHelp too. I don't love that it was BetterHelp.
No, right?
I don't want you to get help. Well, but we cuss.
I mean, people can just raw dog our cusses.
Yeah, maybe they just have to raw dog our cussing. Let's see.
Yeah, like everyone cusses.
That's true. We don't really need it.
Yeah,
We don't
like
cuss
what
in that way.
children are like?
Fucking telephone.
I didn't think mods get ads.
real.
Right. Also, yeah, we just modded. There's no punishment for not labeling. Choo. Better hurt. Well, then I'll just say only politics is on now. So let me know if you get ads.
Better hurt.
Mods get
do.
ads. Oh yeah, no, trust me, mods get ads. As I knew when I was a mod on Planets Come Live. And speaking of Planets Come Live, be sure to join us next week for We Are Trash People on Radio Free Multiverse present Post Show, a new post show hosted by me, Fluval, Grand Triviamaster of the Grand Aquarium Empire, and Emily Pineapple of We Are Trash People. I may be a multidimensional being beyond your comprehension, but I do love certain 2010s UCB adjacent comedies. We're seasoned fans from all over the Gethardverse, new fans just discovering the chaos, pre-recording music, all uniting to put on a post show that's not about gathering 3-minute videos for TikTok. It's about celebrating a live show that just knocked you, the audience, right on your fucking ass. But basically, we'll talk about what just happened on that show, hosted by Chris Gethard, and intern Garmin Bozia will get a break.
Next week.
My
first break in 52,000 years.
Well, you'll get a break from being on the show. You will have work to do.
I still have work to do.
Yeah. Well, that's
mods
just
get
suffering.
Ads, Vips get ads. A
Vips.
lot of times I will sub to a channel and still get ads.
You know what I think it would be preferable to all of these ads?
What?
Is if they advertised in the method of our next question. David Lynch sat on a street corner with a live cow to promote Laura Dern's performance in which of his films?
What the fuck?
Blue Velvet, Inland Empire, Lost Highway, or Wild at Heart? He sat on a street corner with a cow and the keeper of that cow to advertise Laura Dern's performance in which of his films?
Now
Blue Velvet, Inland Empire, Lost Highway, or Wild at Heart?
He really ate his fear that day.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Honestly, these for your consideration ad campaigns.
Oh, I'll be showing pictures. Don't you worry.
Yes.
Yes, the keeper of the battle cow.
Eat my fear.
Eat my fear. Well, let's see what you picked.
I've watched everything Lynch except for Twin Peaks.
Oh, wow.
Hunter.
1 of you said Blue Velvet. 10 of you said Inland Empire. 2 of you said Lost Highway. 3 of you said Wild at Heart. The correct answer is, in fact, Inland Empire.
Show us this cow, Fluv.
I am.
Show us David Lynch and this cow in this
This is also from
corner.
welcometotwinpeaks.com.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It was the corner of Hollywood Boulevard and La Brea in LA, next to a giant poster of Laura Dern and a live cow.
The Lost Highland cow.
Yeah. On the corner of Hollywood Boulevard and La Brea in LA, the director sat out in the open next to a giant poster of his longtime collaborator overlaid with the words "for your consideration." Next to him, what else than a live cow and its handler, Mike Fanning. A second poster said,
man.
"Without cheese, there wouldn't be an Inland Empire."
Show my cow. They need to step up their games.
Sorry. Well, the second poster next to him said, "Without cheese, there wouldn't be an Inland Empire." And when someone had the guts to ask him what that meant, he said, "Cheese is made from milk. Get it?" Do you? Says welcome to twinpeaks.com. From an interview with Wired, there are a bunch of Academy members and all other sorts of awards activity going on out there. And people solve problems with money normally. Well, I don't have any money. Not true.
Confusing cheese.
Also, I feel that the Academy members must be sick of seeing ad after ad after ad costing a fortune with no one really paying attention. Honestly, I'm out there with the cow. A sentence many people have said. I'm out there with the cow and meeting the greatest bunch of people. The other day, we had my friend, director of USC's Polish Music Center, Marek Zabrowski, out there playing piano. Huh. It is so beautiful. Such a great day out with Georgia the cow. Beautiful piano music, meeting so many great people. And now this video is unfortunately not available anymore. But it was a video of 2 people meeting him.
And the cow?
Yeah. But it's been taken down.
I wonder if I would be more excited to meet David Lynch or the cow.
As you probably guessed, his quirky PR did not do the trick.
Just an orgy of nothingness. Everyone votes. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought this was a David Lynch quote.
It was just an orgy of nothingness.
Like, doesn't that sound like
Everyone
something
votes
he
how
would
their
say?
friends tell them. There is an FYC ad for AP Bio still up to this day in Eagle Rock.
Wow.
LOL, Twitter friends. I would rather an FYP ad with someone making a little scene out of
fucking
trash
telephone.
or something. That also
Get
sounds
real.
like him.
Yeah.
I would rather a for your consideration ad with someone making a little scene out of trash or something.
Did you know that you can just get trash from dumpsters?
I did. I went back in the trash behind my favorite diner. And did you know these mini... What?
Everything,
Oh, yeah.
everywhere, orgy of nothingness.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. And as is our leaderboard, where the Sue's story gained the most points, getting 947 points. While
Everyone everywhere comes
you
at
played
once.
trivia on your fucking telephone. Get real. Lost 826 points. But Lita Durango holding on to first place. Trobgeltube in second. The Sus story. The Sue's story in third. Little Miss Ham Days in fourth. Red Rum and Coke in fifth. Woody Woodpecker in sixth. Yeah.
7 full years.
The food he was eating
single
every day. This blog burns better in seventh. Alex in eighth.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's a great joke from Dix the Musical.
Oh.
Alex in eighth. Garmin Benny Jesuit in ninth. Paps Blue Ribbon in 10th. A Silly Walk with Me in 12th. Two Fangs, Too Furious in 13th. Missy Holland Drive in 14th. Garmin Bozo in 15th. Offbeat Valerie in 16th. Eraser Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes in 7th. What did Potatoes do in 18th? And you played trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real. Imagine
Yes,
if David
Lena.
Lynch had lived and got to do a Sewer Boys movie. These are the Sewer Boys. Chucko
Sewer
and
boys.
Tan. Silly Walk with Me is a great name because we just did Monty Python with the former randoms. So it's a mashup of those two great things.
The Sewer Boys
Yeah.
vacationing in
The Sewer Boys should be on the
Spain.
next season of White Lotus.
Yes!
And they should never address them. Thank you for the raid, Stab Comedy.
Hello.
I'm Fluval, Grand Triviamaster of the Grand Aquarium Empire. I appear to your lowly means of perception as a fish, but actually I'm a multidimensional being, and we're in the midst of David Lynch trivia, and there's still a little bit of room in our game. So you can go to crowd.live and enter the code CKZTO. We have a couple questions left, and honestly, you lose points for every question you get wrong. So it's sometimes in your benefit to join our game
Yes,
this late.
it is. It is still
It is often in your
anyone's game.
interest.
Huh?
It's still anyone's game, despite being an hour and 13 minutes into it. And
Hello, Raider.
thank you for joining us on
We're
this.
so excited to consume your suffering.
And thank you for the Planet Destroy Things from the Void.
We love this.
And thank you, Be Better Vision, for following us and becoming slightly better than other
Thank you
lowly
so
humans.
much. We appreciate it. We're so excited to continue.
Yeah,
to
you can also
consume
you can restart a bunch by just making a bunch of different accounts, as Blogtoven does frequently as we go now to question number 9 in our game of trivia. What date is Twin Peaks Day?
What?
February 24th, April 8th, or July 13th, or October 17th? What day is Twin Peaks Day?
It's a I
Twin
didn't
Peaks Day
realize
is celebrated by the fan base. Yeah,
I didn't realize there was a Twin Peaks Day.
there is a Twin Peaks Day. Oh, is that a Spock emote?
Yes.
We love that.
Yes.
I find that choice of emote to be very logical.
Ah, fascinating.
Fascinating. What a fascinating emote. Who drank Arnold Palmer? It is a mystery that will take multiple seasons to unravel until Bob Iger makes me reveal the answer merely after one season. Surely that is not a harbinger of his future mismanaging of genre franchises.
Surely.
It would be illogical to assume that would mean he would do a horrible job mismanaging Star Wars. Indeed, Twin Peaks Day is the first day we see Cooper on screen and talking to Diane in his tape recorder.
Ooh.
But what day is that? Is it February 24th, April 8th, July 13th, or October 17th? Well, it's 90. You got it right. It's February 24th. Because Agent Cooper arrives in Twin Peaks after Laura Palmer is found dead and wrapped in plastic.
Wrapped in plastic.
April 8th is not Twin Peaks Day, but it is a significant day for the franchise because that's the day the show premiered in 1990. And we're going back to looking at something from welcometotwinpeaks.com because you better believe they have celebrated Twin Peaks Day. And David Lynch actually gave a shout out.
Oh.
And thank you for following Face the Mace TV.
Thank you
David
so
Lynch gave a
much.
shout out on Twin Peaks Day in 2021.
Good morning. It's February 24, 2021, and it's a Wednesday. Here in LA, another clear, sunny morning. Very still right now.
I do like that you can see his, like, what looks to be an iPad in his sunglasses.
52 degrees Fahrenheit, around 11 Celsius. This morning, I was thinking about the fact that this is a day to celebrate the great fans of Twin Peaks. This afternoon, it should be going up to around 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 Celsius. And it looks like, once again, we're going to be enjoying those beautiful blue skies and golden sunshine all along the way. Everyone, have a great day.
Have a great day.
Everyone, have a great day.
What the hell?
Fix your hearts or die.
But that was the first time he ever acknowledged it. Because it was a fan-made holiday. The fans were just like, let's decide that this is the holiday. You know? But Mark Frost and Kyle MacLachlan had done it before. It looks like our trivia game is now full. So why don't we highlight the fact that Lena Durango gained the most points on that question, gaining
Who lost the
947.
I want to know who lost the most.
Woody Woodpecker.
Ha!
So the United Front.
Ha!
The United Front of Chucko, Buster, Pete, Bob, and Dan.
David!
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? Look. David Lynch. I love David Lynch as an artist. He has had some problematic opinions, and you got to acknowledge that. He signed the freaking. He signed the damn.
The letter.
Polanski letter. He definitely was like not where you would want him to be politically in the 80s in a couple cases. Like, no, David Lynch. Shockingly, a man from Missoula, Montana, has some flawed aspects.
David. Fix your heart or die.
Yeah, no, I'm not. This is his art's great,
David,
but
no. David.
Not. I mean, I don't think I would say big proponent of Reaganomics, but he liked his vibe. You know, it's David Lynch, so I don't know that it like went too much deeper than the vibe as much as he liked the vibe of Morning in America, yet had like very incisive things to say about how we like normalize women's suffering in our culture and how that is a horrible rot that eats away at everything. But also, you know.
But also.
Exactly. He's not hella fascist for sure.
Yeah.
And also Reaganomics very Lynchian.
Very Lynchian.
I love that. I heard his rap and I thought, you know, interesting guy.
Did he like Bedtime for Bonzo?
Do you know Bedtime for Bonzo?
That's the one with Reagan and the monkey, right?
Yeah, and you'll never believe what it's about. It's that monkey's bedtime.
Oh!
Can he put that chimp to bed?
Oh!
Find out in Bedtime for Bonzo. I mean, of course, I'm sure he did. The fact that Reagan was a big Hollywood guy, like classic Hollywood guy, probably made Lynch predisposed to like him. But you know what? It may not have made hum predisposed to like
what?
Our leaderboard. Where Lena Durango holding on to first place. The Suze story in second. Trab-Geltube in third. That's actually, you're right. You're right, Glasnova. That is something they have in common. Lil Miss Ham Days in 4th. This blog burns better in 5th. Alex in 6th. Red Rum and Coke in 7th. Garmin Benny Jesuit in 8th. Woody Woodpecker in 9th. Opala Koalan Drive in 10th. Pabst Blue Ribbon 11th. Missy Holland Drive in 12th. Two Fangs, Too Furious in 13th. Garmin Bozo in 14th. Mace in 15th. Pure Racerhead in 16th. Silly Walk With Me in 17th. Offbeat Valerie in 18th. What Did Potatoes Do in 19th. Eraserhead, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes in 20th. And you played trivia on your fucking telephone? Get real.
Get real.
And now, I do have to highlight, a smaller percentage of players have negative points than I would have expected. Because 1 through 13, all positive. 14 through 16, 0. Only 5 players have negative points as we head into our final question of the night. And it's a wager question. This one is about David Lynch.
Wow.
This question is about David Lynch. Wager your points now.
Who are you, Maddie? Who are you? Dox yourself.
Are you fucking get real?
Get real.
Face the Mace is going all in with 0, baby. That is the honorable choice, Face the Mace. Going all in is the only honorable choice.
In.
Wiz?
Dune.
I'll tell you this. I didn't want to wrong David Lynch by putting Dune questions, given how much he hated that movie.
On your fucking telephone.
Susie's going all in. Here we go.
Fucking telephone.
Your final question about David Lynch is...
That's dishonorable.
When David Lynch did the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS, who did he challenge? Type in your answers.
Wow, Fluval. Fluval, you really bring the suffering.
This is the darkness at the heart of this game is that you have to type in your answers here.
You must.
Yes.
Blog. You must. When Fluval has constructed such a beautiful...
multiple people have gotten it right.
A way to extract your suffering, you must.
Multiple people have gotten it right, and there's one where we'll have to debate if they got it right.
I have no idea. Multiple people?
No.
2.
No.
Oh.
More than 2.
Oh.
More than 2. More than 2.
Brutal.
Well, because, and
Fluval.
it's good for new people to know this. The reason this show exists is for me to is to harvest and extract suffering through these outrageous trivia questions. The slings and arrows of outrageous trivia. We inflict you with the slings and arrows of outrageous trivia, and that delivers delicious suffering to us, the Grand Aquarium Empire.
Tasty, tasty. Nom, nom, nom,
because I look like a fish, but I'm actually a multidimensional being who exists off of suffering and vibes.
Could not even answer.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do.
Such delicious suffering.
Redactron knows it, but got no points. So easy. It's Homer Simpson, and I challenge Homer Simpson, Mike Tyson, and Vince McMahon. Well.
Garmon Bozo.
Oh, Glass Nova said who nominated him, and not the other way around.
Oh, that's also delicious suffering.
That's right. And of course, Blogtoven needs the cool, refreshing taste of Cerveza Crystal.
Yum, 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 yum. Suffering.
Well, I think that the only way to discover the correct answer... Oh, yes, and thank you for freeing your mind, WizWorld Live. You know, I think that there's only one being who could really introduce this segment. And you know who it is. They're almost as inspired by 50s culture as David Lynch.
Who?
Cool Sheev. Thank you, Cool Sheev.
Fucking telephone.
Now let's take a look.
Get real.
At what David Lynch said.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm taking the challenge, 2 challenges. The first one is from Laura Dern, and she wants me to get the ice bucket, but with iced coffee. This is a double shot of espresso. Put it in the bucket. I'm going to play Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And
he would. That's why he's so evil, Lena.
The second bucket is for Justin Thoreau, and thank you so much, Justin. And now I would like to nominate for the Ice Bucket Challenge Vladimir Putin.
What the
Thank
fuck?
you very much.
That's right. The correct answer is Vladimir Putin, and 5 of you got it right. And to this day, he never answered the challenge. Now, here's the thing. The debatable one is someone said Obama and Putin, and they got it half right, you know? I'm not going to give it to them, but they got it half right. The Laura Derns are good. I like the idea that he challenged David Lynch. I like Laura Dern and someone else fuck, which clearly shows that that must be Glass Nova, where they were like, you know, the like, oh, I know, clearly I know, like, they can't do that with. It's a binary. It's either right or wrong.
Ha!
Well, I combined it, so I guess you get points for the one, because you clearly knew it. And you're new, so I'll give you that one. Missy, I'm not giving you anything.
Ha! Suffer!
But now, Putin would only do it if his favorite boy wizard author asked.
Jesus.
Well, now, let's see who won our game of
Are
David
they
Lynch.
bros?
Let's see who won our game of David Lynch trivia.
Oh!
Because that was the final question. Your winners are, in 3rd place, from Parts Unknown, Lena Durango. And in 2nd place, the iconic Lil Miss Hamday.
Oh, Miss Hamday.
And your winner in 1st place, you know them, they're backwards, it's Trab Geltoob, better known as Bootleg Bart. You really thought it was Woody Woodpecker. No. They are not in his life anymore. Thank you for encouraging them to follow the bouncing Fluve, Things from the Void. Thank you for joining us on Grand Trivia. We'll send you something, Bootleg Bart, because we have your address, but don't worry. There's a suffering
There's
you
a
all
suffering.
get to enjoy.
Fucking telephone.
Get And be sure to join us next week, because trivia may not be happening, but there will still be a show, because there will be We Are Trash People, and oh, exactly. It is wild how freely weird he got to be. We Are Trash People and Radio Free Multiverse present Post Show, a new post show hosted by me, Fluval, and Emily Pineapple from We Are Trash People, where we'll celebrate that show hosted by Chris Gethard, and of course before it, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, there will be a shortened With the Former Randoms that will be that pre-show with the Former Randoms, because when Gethard does a show, there's gotta be a post-show.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you
Yes.
so much for your suffering.
Thank you for your suffering.
Chili.
And welcome, Whiskey Chili.
And someone
Face
else.
the Mace TV.
Face the
Be
Mace TV.
Better version.
Welcome.
Glass Nova, I'm glad
Thank
you
you
saw
for your
it.
suffering. Glass Nova, thank you for your suffering.
I'm glad you saw it recommended on YouTube, and it looked chaotic, and it very much was. It is incredibly chaotic. That is the core appeal of this show,
Yes.
is the wonderful chaos. The chaos will continue next week with the post show, and then the week after that, trivia
you, Susie.
will return. And we'll see you next week, because we have your coordinates.
We do!
Here he comes. Swimming.
We did, blog.
Closer than farther
We blew up
away.
a planet.